Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Vintage Story, the Skalds of Vintara. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing great. So, I have been doing a lot of work between episodes with harvesting the garden, and I left it fallow to try to get all of the Terra Preta back up to full fertility. And yes, it completely overgrew with grass. So I have had a talk with Apache, and his blacksmith shop is just about set up. And I think that he will be making scythe heads for us, and that will be great. But I'm out here replanting, and you'll notice I have a bit of red meat in my inventory. And there's another one. So we're having a little bit of a problem here, and I don't know what has changed. We are getting hares in these paddocks, and we did not get them in here before. So I am totally confused on this. I don't know if it is due to the amount of long grass, but I doubt it. But one thing that I did notice, there was a hare over here in this one, and I killed it, and I went to go take the meat back, and there was a chest sitting right here. So, I mean, that is possible. I may have left the gate open between the two paddocks, but the rabbits can go up onto the chest and then over the fence. And that is a distinct possibility, but this is a present from Apache. And it is tons of seeds, as well as some bone meal. Which, I mean, we have a decent amount of bones, so we could grind into bone meal. But, yeah, this is amazing. There's even cabbage seeds there. That is great. So, I think I grabbed all of my nitrogen consumers. And now we even have more than a stack of turnips. That is very nice. Let's see here. That's spelt. We got the cabbage, rye. Let's see here. There's some more rye. Flax is a K consumer, and we will have to deal with that here in a little bit. Carrots are a K consumer. Rice is as well, and I don't even plant my rice out here. So yeah, we have a huge amount of K consumers. So here's the soybeans, and I have so many soybeans now that they are filling over into this area. Then we have the flax, and then all of the carrots planted over here, and they fill into this area too. So yeah, the amount of K consumers is absolutely insane. And I feel like we want more flax over here. So I am going to fill out the last little bit here with flax. But yes, thank you very much, Apache. I really appreciate this gift. And, guys, we are going to have to come up with something to gift back to him, because that is a really big deal. It is really hard to come across seeds. So, yeah, if you guys have any ideas of what we could gift back to Apache, that would be great. Go ahead and leave that down in the comments. While you're at it, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and leave a like on the video if you are enjoying it. But we are going to be looking at another building today. So, we have literally tons of food that we have harvested off of this set of fields. I have harvested, I think 2 times, and I have 5 storage vessels in the cellar in the town hall that are basically completely full of food. I have no idea what to do with all this food, so we need to get our tavern set up. So, yeah, that is what I would like to get done today. Get that tavern set up, and I think that will be a very nice addition to the village. So, yeah, I am going to finish planting all of this. I'll kind of have to keep an eye out here make sure that there isn't something going on with the hares, because if I start losing seeds, that is not worth it. So, yep, I will finish this up and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I am getting ready to start building the tavern, and I think we are going to build it in this space here. And I'm feeling like we're going to have it facing this roadway here. Now, to be honest, I think this roadway might need to be a little wider here pretty soon. So I am going to set this back a little bit. Now I have a few project chests here. We have a whole bunch of andesite cobblestone. We have a bunch of andesite rock, as well as some bricks and mortar and chisel and hammer and all that stuff. Some stone paths, which is just, basic stuff we're going to need. And then we have a bunch of quicklime, some sand, and a little bit of plaster. Now there are a few more things that I need to bring down, namely the wood products. We need a lot of planks to turn this into boards to turn this into our various logs type plaster. And then also we are going to need things like fences and trapdoors, doors, all kinds of stuff like that. But before I get started building, I thought maybe I should go and do a little bit of shopping, because we are getting a few shops set up here now. So of course we have the log shop from Apache, and we are going to buy some stuff here. Now I haven't gotten a hold of Apache yet, but I need maple logs for this build, and I need a lot of them. Now, unfortunately, he only has 3 stacks. Now, one of the things that it does say that he is looking for is flax twine, which I know is something he is going to want, because his blacksmith shop over here is going to need to be able to have a helve hammer. And in order for that helve hammer to work, he is going to need windmills. So flax twine to make the linen is going to be a critical part of that. So I am going to go ahead and grab these 3 maple log stacks, and I told him on Discord that I would go ahead and go with 8 stacks, or 8 flax twine per stack of logs, and we'll see how he feels about that. But for now, we're just going to go like that, and that will give him payment. And yeah, we'll just see whether he likes that payment and if he can get some additional stock into the store. The other thing is Ash Cop's Beeporium. So we have our beeswax available now. So they want clear glass, gears, flowers, and precious metals. Well, I have plenty of glass available. Now they are selling these 3 at a time, which is enough to make a candle. Well, I am charging 1 candle for 4 pieces of glass. So I don't see any reason why we couldn't take 12 beeswax and give 16 glass. So that's going to give us the ability to make 4 candles. Now that will allow us to make some lanterns, or we could trade for some paper lanterns. Now, one thing that I did find out, I was under the assumption that these papyrus dropped papyrus items. They don't. They drop cattails. So yes, that is a bit of a mistake on my part, but I think we are going to say that the lit paper lantern is going to be 16 cattails and 4 candles. So we could get a paper lantern with these candles that we just bought and maybe light this area up a little bit more. I still get mob spawns in here every once in a while, and I don't really want that. Now, also, I have put some stacked bamboo down here on the floor to try to give the impression of like some woven mats, but I don't know that it really fits. So I'll see what you guys think of that. I don't know. But yeah, we have a little bit of maple logs. We have some candles, which actually I am going to take these candles and drop them off up here. And we really need to get somewhere that we can place these candles. So I suppose we could do it here at the head of the bed. So we can put up to 8 candles in 1 block space. So yeah, that should be okay. So it seems like there was another spot in here that was a little dark, maybe back in this area. I don't remember. But Yeah, I gotta clean my inventory out here just a little bit. So let's go ahead and drop off all this flax twine. And yes, we still have quite a bit of flax twine. And every time that I harvest the flax, we get a lot more. So, yep, and a lot of cattails. I might have to see if Ashantin and Copy Girl would be interested in those. Because, well, quite frankly, they need a lot of cattails for all the bee skeps that they need to do. So, yeah, we'll see for sure how that goes. But, yes, I think we need to start building. So, this is going to be another even spaced build. I know. Typically, I would do an odd spaced build, but I like having the double doors here in Vintage Story, and most of the time you end up with a double wide with that unless you go 2 segments, and that just doesn't quite feel right. But so, yes, we are going to be doing that. I'm going to come back, I think 4 or 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's come back 5 blocks. So we're going to have a couple of segments of 4 blocks in between here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to come forward a little. And this is part of the reason why I wanted to make sure that we dropped back a little away from the roadway. Then we're going to go across 4 blocks here again. And then we're going to drop back. And then we're going to have a single 1, 2, 3, 4. A single one over here. Now, this build is going to be a little different than the ones that I have been doing because it's going to be quite a bit taller and the roof is going to be exceptionally complicated. So I am going to lay out the outline of this, and I'll bring you guys back for the initial block placement. So I have the footprint laid out, and I have also dug a little trench around this that we will be looking at here in just a little bit. I've also put path blocks into it in 2 locations. This path here is going to be the entrance to the kitchen, which is going to be back here, and then this is going to be the main entrance here. Now I've also put some dirt blocks along the edge, and those are going to be planter boxes. Now, this trench, we are actually going to be doing some stuff with that. So before I do anything, I'm going to go ahead and turn these slabs into horizontal only. And typically I would use full blocks here, but these are so expensive that I just can't afford it. So we are going to use half slabs here, and it is going to save us a lot of resources. So we are going to fill this entire trench all the way around the building with these slabs. And I don't even think that a stack of 64 is going to come close to touching this, because it was 16 logs just to place the base of each pillar. So yes, we are going to run out of logs very quickly, and the biggest problem with that is Apache is not online right now. So yeah, we are waiting for him to come back on to be able to get more logs. But in the meantime, I guess we can place as much of this stuff down as we can. So we will be putting this all the way around here. Yep, no. But yeah, the full blocks and the half slabs here, there is no discernible difference between them when you look at them from the top. So yeah, it made no sense whatsoever, and you can see we got about 2/3 of the way around the building. Woo! So next up, we have our trapdoors. So we are going to place trapdoors on all of the exposed faces of these planter boxes. But that also means we are going to have to get a lot of flowers. Now I'm also probably going to put a few ferns, maybe allow a little bit of the long grass to grow on some of these. You know, just kind of give it a little bit of variation. We will not be putting any of the berry bushes around this one, which is a little bit different than what I've been doing in most of my Vintage Story builds. So yes, and then we want the kitchen to have a nice view looking out. You know, don't want to have that too ugly. Now this area over here, this is actually where we are going to put the chimney for the kitchen. So we are going to have our cooking area over here on this side, And then the food prep area will be over here somewhere. And then somewhere around here, we will put a staircase going down into a food storage cellar. So, yeah, that's the plans there. So, yes, we have all of these going in. And, yeah. Man, I did not think that there was this many of them here. But also, we are going to be putting them higher up on the building as well. But we are just about done here. So there we go. There's all of those. Now, we are actually below a stack. We only have 48 trapdoors left now. So yeah, what is next? Next up is our stonework. So we are going to be placing bricks along the bottom edge of this building. And we don't need any stairs for this because we have the planter boxes where the windows are going to be. So yeah, we'll place out as many of these as we have. And then next up, we need cobblestone. So we are going to need both cobblestone and cobblestone stairs. So we're going to go up 3 more blocks of cobblestone. And then we are going to place an upside down stair on each of those. So this is going to be a decent amount of block placement here. I will have to make a lot more bricks, which you could see I had quite a bit of the plaster here, wherever it's at. So we still have, or mortar, we still have 237 mortar in that stack. So that shouldn't be a problem, and we have an awful lot of the rocks. So we should be able to make that work. Now I guess the next thing here, since we've got our first window kind of done up, we will go ahead and put trapdoors on these. And you know, we will just finish out this one section. You know, obviously we're not going to have enough logs to do the whole thing, but that shouldn't matter. And we are actually going to have to dip into our store stock for this because we do not have what we need. And saw's in my inventory already. So let's go ahead and take these and make ourselves some glass slabs. And these are set for horizontal only. I want them for vertical only. And then what do we have for flowers? We have some purple lupins, some dwarf firs, and some tall ferns. Okay. Well, I mean, we could do better, but it will work for the moment. So let's go ahead and get our glass in here next. So we'll go ahead and place this in there. Then we will go ahead and take, let's go with a dwarf firs and a purple lupin. That should look pretty nice. Okay, so there's that. Let's get into our wood products, and we're going to grab our logs and some acacia fences. So now we are going to go up to the top of this. I'm going to go up one more block, and we probably will, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put cobblestone anywhere that the logs are not going to be exposed because, yeah, these logs are in short supply, and we have literally tons of the cobblestone. So then, as a final touch, we are going to drop an acacia fence in each corner at the top. And I'm stuck on my chests. So yes, that is the panel appearance on this building. And I will put these into all of the various locations. Now, we are going to have an exceptional amount of depth in this build. You know, this one here has a little bit of depth, but not nearly as much as I would like to see. So yes, we will be putting in tons of stuff for that. Also, in these spots along the edge here, we are going to be putting our acacia fences right up to the top of the building. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and not that. So yes, that will be right up to the top of the building. And we actually don't have enough logs to do this. Yeah, you can see already, this is my last stack of logs. We are going to be running out of materials very, very quickly here. So we might as well do this. So this is going to go up to this height, And we're only going to be 3 blocks high here at the entrance. Because most of the time it just feels wrong having this really tall entrance like this. And so I want to kind of change things up a little. So that's part of the reason why I have the entrance bumped out away from the building. And in all actuality, we need one more set of path blocks here. So let's go ahead and grab path blocks. We'll get these placed in here, and then we will place doors on top of that from the inside so they are recessed in even further. Now, I don't remember... Yes, okay, so we also need to go up this side with our acacia fences as well. So then we will bring our stonework up and around the doorway. And this will make this look rather nice. And then, like we do on the windows, we will place upside down stairs, and that will be our entrance. So, yeah, I have a lot of stuff to place. Hopefully Apache will be getting back on here pretty soon so that we can get more logs. And I'm going to finish out this ground floor. Probably have to go out and hunt for some flowers because we just don't have enough of them. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, I have been spending a bunch of time making and cooking fire clay shingles. And that is because we need these things to make our roof on this building. And if we go out and take a look at it now, yes, we have the entire lower floor. Now, Apache did get on and he cut an entire chest of maple logs for me. It took 8 stacks of logs just to do what you see here. So yes, there was a lot of logs used. I also went out and did a whole bunch of exploring to find more flowers. So we've got like some orange mallow and cow parsley and catmint. And also we have some of the little barrel cactus. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff there that will make this look real nice. But I did get a lot of fire clay shingles made up. So we should have enough of those to be able to go on to what we're working on. Oh, and also while I was out looking for flowers, I found another 1.25 stacks of Terra Preta, which is really nice because we are going to need to be expanding our farms further. I also got these termite mounds. Now, one thing that we did find is the termite mounds kill the grass underneath the mound. But all that you have to do to get them is break the blocks around them, much like you would do with trying to get stone, and it allows the termite mound to drop then. So yes, we can get termite mounds, and I don't know what we would use them for. I'm sure there would be some type of a creative use that we could come up with for these, but I just can't think of it right now. More concerned with trying to get this tavern figured out. So yeah, those are definitely something that we may consider doing stuff with in the future. But yes, we are ready to start putting on the roof. So let's grab a whole bunch of cobble slabs and stairs. And how are we going to get up there? I guess we'll just put some stairs in, but not that way. Yeah, please just put the stairs in the right way. I guess we'll just do this. We'll be picking those back up later anyway. So out here on this part, we are actually, and you know what? I think we are meant to have one more log sticking off of the end of that. So yeah, this is how much wood we have left out of the, well, it was a whole chest of logs. So it was a bit. Well, actually, it was more than a bit. And I wonder, did I shortchange him? I don't remember. No, we gave him 4 stacks of flax twine. Alright. And, yep, maple logs are empty again. But yes, you can see the color contrasts in this thing are really nice. We've got the reds of the acacia fence. We've got the greens in the planter boxes. We have the trap doors giving a little bit of color. And then we have the slightly bluish gray of the andesite. And then this kind of a little bit more purpley gray of the maple logs. So yes, all in all, I am pretty happy with how that looks. But also, yeah, we have the barrel cactus here in a couple of spots. And yeah, just in general, this is looking really nice. The detail is quite nice. I like this cactus here with the flower on it. So, yeah. And I don't want to forget to do this time. So we'll go ahead and put those on there. And then what we will do, and I'm going to go ahead and make these horizontal only. And I think we'll go ahead and eat a little bit while we're at it. But we're going to start out. Let's see here. I don't recall. Give me just a second. I have to make sure how high this is supposed to be. Okay, so the half slabs are supposed to go at this height. And yes, we have a log here, and the main reason that log is there is because we can see it from underneath on the fence here. So we want to make sure that we have those anywhere that we're going to be able to see them. And then we're going to do like we would normally do with our back and forth here with the cobblestone stairs, and I went one block too far on that one. Whoops. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Pull this back out, and yeah, I'll grab that in just a bit. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking something didn't seem right there for a bit, but yeah, it was just me. So then we are going to need to make a whole bunch of the fire clay shingle stairs. So we'll go ahead and make up a bunch of these. And we're going to go ahead and just fill this area in a little bit. And this is going to make this look really, really nice. And so let's go ahead and get this. And there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get down. Grab that. And now we need this stuff, plaster. So let's go ahead and get a bunch of quicklime and plaster and make that up. And we're going to take this. And nope, not those. We want to use pine logs for this because otherwise we're just kind of wasting our resources. So let's go ahead and convert these into planks. And then we're going to need actually a whole bunch of the diagonal ones. And I think what we'll do is we'll make 48 diagonal and 42 of these guys. If I can get enough. There we go. Alright. Awesome, awesome. So let's go ahead and grab those back out of there. Gotta remember now that I can't just leave that inventory open. You know, things have changed. But so we're going to pop up here now. Get underneath here, and I did have this one stair that went the wrong direction. And now we need these guys. So we're going to go ahead and place, I got to think about this for a bit. We need a couple more logs because these logs are going to be visible from the outside. I don't know how I didn't take damage there. But so we're going to go ahead and put these in right there. Then we need these facing inwards, so that is the correct direction. Yep. Then we're going to put these up here. And then 2 more of those there. So now we are ready for glass, which, did I leave? Yes, okay, I did leave the glass down here. You know what? I'm just going to convert the rest of this into slabs because I don't think I'm going to be using full blocks for anything on this. So now we need to put these in there, and then we're going to put another planter box in front of that. So this is going to be the first of many windows on this thing. Because what? Why? Because these are going to, or this thing is going to actually be 3 stories tall. But it's going to be kind of staggered stories. So we're going to have, this is actually the shortest 2nd story window in the entire thing, but it's actually going to be open to the ground floor. The 2nd story windows will be a little bit higher than this one, and in this space and that space over there, it may be coming out of the back or the sides or something like that. I didn't completely design the whole thing, I just got an idea. But the 3rd story is going to be up above them and only in the middle here above the taller section right here. So I think that ought to look pretty cool. So yeah, let me get a couple more of these built. I'll get the planter boxes put in here, put the flowers in, things like that. It'll start to look really nice once that is all done. So I am starting to get some of the stuff together here, and I have to say this is looking really, really nice. You can see some of that depth that I was talking about with the roof lines not lining up with each other in the depth. We also have, like, this wall is set in, this one bumps out, that one sets back in even further. And so, yes, we have a lot of depth here. We also have a lot of color with all of the flowers and everything. And I really like the way this looks. Now, I do kind of feel like there needs to be something more up here on the top of that area. You know, these here, the roof covers all of that, but that one is taller. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what we can do with that. But I am out of time. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Check out everyone else on the server. Links are in the description. And I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, I can't wave when I have a block in my hands. That's actually kind of cool.